Hello?
Alright, and welcome to another exciting RSL draft. I am joined by DeBeezy
Hello.
and probably numerous others
Yeah, it's a little
later on.
roomy in here. It's nice and spacey. How's it going, Vector?
It's going great. We got a couple of minutes until it's 8:30 still.
Very nice.
So first on the clock is the Lindsay Muskies. Of course, the question is, who are they going to take first overall?
All right, first overall. I'm just taking a quick look at the draft board here. And good feeling that might be Mini. I think I'm just kidding. There's a few people you could go with. Doesn't feel as straight shot as it used to be.
Yeah, for sure. I can see 2 or 3 that could be interchangeable there in that number 1 position.
With this, I also think Doug is a non-playing GM, so he's starting from scratch too. So he pretty much at this point, starting from scratch, you have to pick a number 1 player, a forward, someone who's gonna be scoring lots of goals for you. Barnold definitely has that ability. See, Slugger could that, but I don't know if he's the number 1 pick worthy. Jeetler, but he has the Vincent also suspended for I believe the first 3 games, or is it I think 3 games of RSL he's suspended for?
It's 4 games actually.
4 games. Trev is also very good. Not Led is also really good. Rad-Aids might be a really good first round pick for Doug.
It definitely pretty much rounds out the first round, what I imagine anyways. I would throw Goose in there though.
Goose as a forward. Oh, he can
As
play goalie
anything,
too.
yeah, he's ODG.
There you go. Definitely gonna be tough to have a newer goalie this season. Whoever has the established goalies are gonna have a leg up. I don't know if they have enough.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know if there's enough established goalies in this draft to make it through 5 teams.
Yeah, definitely not. I just want to put out there to any GMs watching the stream. Do not expect me to be a starting GM. I am only signing up for 50% of the games, and my skill definitely isn't there.
Damn. Don't sell yourself short. Definitely,
I mean,
if you're not there 50%, though, it might be tough to keep up the consistency.
people tell me that a lot, but I don't know. I just feel the titles aren't there. That's why I came back.
Gotta get at least one.
Got one in the JSL, but that doesn't count.
Ah,
I'm hungry for more.
there you go. Who dat?
It's me.
It's Austin.
Each GM will have 3 minutes to make their pick.
Okay, I'll have to change that on the stream. It's set to 5.
Oh, yeah, I feel like 5 would be a little bit much for our RSL.
Is that for every round?
Yeah. I mean, if it really needs to be changed, it can be changed as needed, but...
I like it. Alright, who do you think's going first overall, Austin?
I feel like I have an idea, and I might already know.
Insider information.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just guessing, honestly. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
You
Hater.
ready to go?
Yeah, we're already
All
live.
right. Doug's on the clock.
Hey, DeBeezy, what's your favorite color?
Orange.
Hey, I'm taking not lead.
There it is.
DB. First round, first overall pick goes to not led for Lindsay. What are they called? The Muskies?
Deadline's on the clock.
A very good pick. He's going to be the established, the number one forward, the all-around player who can definitely lead the team, especially for a GM who's not playing. You need to have that score first and foremost.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna pick Radids.
Reddits. Off the board. Very nice pick. Another forward taken. Deadline's playing goalie, I'm assuming. Doing very well,
Yes.
coming up and improving his game. You had to think that if Radids had gone first, he would have taken that lead as well. He needs someone to support him up top to put goals in the net because he'll be playing all the way on the other side in the goalie net. All right, cool. These guys are ready to go. They got their first picks ready to go. Now we go to St. John's. Novastar making a return to the GM pool. Last time he was here was season 9, I think. St. John's. No, that was a while ago.
I don't know if that predates JSL season 1 or not.
That was
would
the same
be-
season. It was the same
That
exact
would be
season.
season 2 of JSL.
Okay.
So it would be season 8 RSL.
Yeah, season 1 was JSL was season 8. Oh, he's ready with his pick.
I've been debating this. I'll
Ooh.
pick Legendary Trev.
Legendary Trev. It's like an old school pick, isn't it? Didn't you have him in season 9?
I don't think I ever drafted him.
Oh, never mind. All right.
That was
Well,
Utica, I think that season.
good old Canadian boys coming together. Very nice.
I have my logos wrong.
Legendary Trev out of Ontario. Pretty solid defenseman. Novastar being a defenseman himself, I don't know if he's going to have Legendary Trev play up top, but if need be, he can pretty much rotate anywhere around there. So as far as elite scores for the RSL this season, do you think we're all out of those? We're looking at the top 3 scores for this season right now. Not led, Radades, Trev, perhaps one of the GMs as well. Could see Owl being a top scorer at Renegade.
Don't count out Timothy Jimothy.
Jimothy can nip those from distance. All right, we're good. Little Owl. This guy can play offense or defense. Probably a little bit more defensively minded, I'd say. Definitely knows how to skate up. Do you think he's looking for a forward to take right now? There's some people like Slugger on the board. Barnold might be a great choice because he's kind of a wild card. He kind of goes unnoticed and untalked about, but he does score really well.
Friends.
Sub stars.
All right. I'm gonna take my honorary assistant GM's cousin, Bear.
Bear, there we go. Bear taken
Hi.
in the first round. Talk about rags to riches, boys. Bear definitely a qualified scorer in PubStar, as you see, and usually in the RSL he does pretty well. He can get close to top 10, if not top 10 score. Good finishing ability. Definitely turns off some of the bull crap he does in
Gonna
League.
take Goose.
Goose is off the board. Ooh. Jack of all trades. That first round just went by really quick, guys. Yeah, all 3 guys off. All 5 teams got their picks right out of the way. The extra 2 days definitely helped, I think.
Yeah.
Giving them enough time to look at what they want to do. All right. All right, just from that first round, we can see Doug is not playing, so he only has one player right now, but we see Deadline, the goalie, taking a starting forward. Novastar, we're going to assume that Trev's playing forward. Owl's playing defense, and we assuming Bear's going to be playing forward. And then Renegade taking Goose, who probably will play goalie, depending on who else Renegade can get.
I'm taking Panarin Bread.
Aaron Brad.
That's Payne.
That'd be Payne Retzky. Guy's definitely up and coming. Great job developing himself as a goalie, but also playing a lot more skater lately in pub stars and such. It's a long name. All right, Doug having his starting forward, and then I think Retzky's playing defense, if not goalie. He's starting from the top and working his way down, thinking that whoever gets in goal, he's going to have to work with them a little bit, try to give him some supporting cast. This might be the kind of draft where you have to jump for a goalie. I think Renegade getting Goose was a show of that because he doesn't have to play him as goalie, but if it comes to it, you have someone who's played at the LHL level who can step in.
And he's got quite the goose egg.
He's really good at putting up those goose eggs. or as Marc-Andre Fleury likes to call them, donuts. All right. So now we're moving through pretty quick, so we'll try not to get too hung up on too many people. So now we're gonna look at Deadlands team, Arkansas. Right now he's Rad so he has to round that up with a defenseman, right?
Dr. Grims is
Forward.
falling quite a bit here. I feel like maybe it could be a good pick.
Dr. Grims would be an
Second
excellent
round.
pick here. He's established defenseman, play the position, always a starter in the RSL. Definitely always a reliable backup in the LHL.
The Sully's draft stock just collapsing by the pick.
Sully is a skater in this draft. The last time he skated was felt like he skated not too long ago in the draft, but definitely his stock's a bit more as a goalie, so he might be more of those players who we're taking a risk with, and he might do better than expected, and he can definitely be like steal for someone. Deadline's looking at maybe Germs. It's tough because you always look at the top of the list available. You always forget the people at the bottom alphabetically. You got Super Haklu, who hasn't played in a while, but still from a while back, not so bad. In terms of second round talent, you have Monty. Monty's pretty solid. Defenseman. Bird's
Hey.
not that big. What's up?
I'm picking Andrew Gaze.
Andrew Gaze for defense. Ooh, nice.
Thanks.
Andrew Gaze was a forward last season with Ontario, and since traded to the Salsa, who ended up winning the cup, I think, they ended up moving him back to defense. So definitely not a wrong move. You've seen a lot of European players switch to defense and have success.
I'm going quick here. Germs.
There we go. Germs. There we go. That's an old school pick.
Two great picks. Back
I'm
to back.
totally not drafting Wilkes-Barre of season 6.
There he goes.
Oh, that never mind. I don't. Maybe if I fall that far.
Yeah, he just kind of foreshadowed a little bit back there. It's like to keep your eyes open. They're a solid pick. Germs, as Austin mentioned, is a solid pick for this round. Gaze was someone who shifted last season, so not bad for both of those guys. I'd forgotten Gaze had shifted to defense. Both those teams needing a defenseman in the second round, so we can definitely assume Trev's playing forward. I think Noah's going to sit back unless he's been skating up more.
Hello.
Hello,
I'm gonna take Monty.
Montpelier. Legendary, historic player.
Bye bye.
Monty is a wild card. Monty can do some nutty stuff. He definitely has a lot of latent ability, I feel. Sometimes the emotions can kind of get up to him, but sometimes it's for the better.
Has been a bit since he last played. I'm pretty sure actually it wasn't that long.
It was, I think, 2 seasons ago or
Yeah,
something.
15.
Yeah, he came back for a little bit. Not as you'd like someone who's a second round pick.
Dr. Slugger.
Dr. Slugger. All right, there we go. Slugger is definitely someone who's probably playing a bit more offensively. Renegade can switch back if you need be. I think he plays. He can play defenseman more easily than Slugger. So depending on who they can get in the third round, I think they'll be able to shift a lot of people around and gives them a lot of options for his roster. Especially with we don't know if Goose is playing defense for sure. You might want not playing goalie for sure. You might want to shift up. So there goes the first 2 rounds. It's only been 10 minutes, boys.
So we'll get 2 picks here because all the playing GMs are losing their picks in the third round to compensate.
Technically, we can call it skipping the third round, or we're just letting Doug pick another second round pick. We can call that. So we can unofficially have a third round in the next bit.
I got 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be taking Moose and Haybert.
Say Moose and Haybert.
I heard.
Cool. All right. Well, Moose is me. I think I'm a pretty solid RSL player. Attendance is I can make lots of games. I'm not sure if I will though, just because I signed up to help out. Bert, although is a great pick for. I'm surprised he fell this far. I feel like he's definitely up and coming in terms of skating ability. Definitely can be played as a defenseman, especially with his recent improvement in goalie. Like getting blocks is a huge part of playing defense, and he'll be able to help out on that back end. So looking at Doug's team, he added. There we go.
Hello, I'm picking
Hello.
Jeetler.
Jeetlor.
Yep, I'm taking the risk.
Yeah.
What is the amulet?
See y'all later.
Yeah. All right, Deadline and Jeetler, just to have that security and having a strong forward, despite missing out 4 games, which would be about almost a third of the season, I reckon. Yeah. Season's like 15 games.
It's kind of weird this season because teams will be playing 2, like some teams, like 3
Yeah.
times will be playing 2 games.
So
I haven't really counted the games though.
Okay, so I mean, it might be like
Down
somewhere in
there.
the 4th of the season. So definitely needs to have a good start, or at least have some good chemistry or good learning points, because he's gonna have to survive. I mean, it's not so bad. Red Aids and Gaze will be a solid pairing, offensively, defensively, and then whoever gets in this next round will be good filling in until Jeetler gets back. For Novastar right now, he might be stretching for a goalie. I don't know if there's Cavi might be a great goalie to grab out of nowhere right here. Barnold's also still on the board, which I kind of think is something to do with his sign up. I haven't read it myself yet, but it seems like he's falling a bit too far. I feel like he's a really strong skater and he has some good handles with the puck. He's good at putting on net. That's something that a lot of these teams are going to need, especially in a weaker RSL with less defensive players than normal. So
Let's go with Big Boy Cavi.
big boy Cavi. There we go. Great pickup by Nova.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for some other goalies still available. Supa is available, obviously with the attendance issue though. It's not as comfortable picking him in maybe a 4th round. Maybe you want to grab a little bit later. Timothy's gone a bit longer than
I have a plan if he falls.
I mean,
See what Albert's here. See if he fucks
yeah,
with
I'm
my
gonna
plan.
take Tim Jim.
Yep, fuck you.
Yeah, these guys are ready to go. I love it. All right. On top of it tonight, guys. So I heard Tim Jim for Owl. All right, cool. So Bear up front, Monty up front, Owl behind, and Tim Jim behind him. Not a bad team, depending on how Monty plays. Monty's usually good about showing up, which is definitely a big concern in RSL. You want to have good attendance. He and Bear might be interesting to watch get together in that form. But with Tim Jim and Cavi, I'm not sure who got ahead there. Obviously, Nova wanted to jump on a goalie. I feel like Tim Jim might have a bit more of a ceiling.
Yeah, definitely. Tim Jim's a great offensive threat for any team would want him on their roster.
Offensive?
I
threat?
believe he'll be. I believe he'll be probably playing goalie in this team,
Yeah.
but he has signed up for all the positions.
Oh, so he does play out though.
Yeah, sometimes.
I've only seen him play Pub Stars goalie.
Yeah, normally he plays goalie.
In that case, Cavi signed up to be the dedicated G. It's obvious that that's what he wants to do this season. So maybe Nova definitely looked at that and saw something better.
Doc Emmerich.
Doc Emmerich. Oh, that's a good pick.
Thanks, man.
Man, that guy fallen a bit. I didn't realize that was Doc. I switched his name a bit, so I forget. Doc's a pretty solid skater. He can play forward, defense, not hard switching between those for him, but also a pretty good shot, pretty good communication, and some good passing ability. Definitely competitive player. Likes to put things aside and play the game. That's a solid pickup in the third round. Technically, it's the fourth round, but it's the third pick for Renegades. So now he's playing forward up top with Slugger, Doc's behind, and Goose. And if he picks up another goalie later, which he can pick up Supa later. That might be bad.
We're gonna take Eric VM.
Eric VM. All right, I'm gonna request a trade off this team because I'm just kidding. Eric's a great kid. Eric's a great guy. Plays defense. Definitely a good communicator. A fun guy to play with. Pretty good about something doesn't go the right way. He's not the one who's gonna deflect blame. He'll take it on. And good humor about lots of stuff. Has some good shooting ability. He does have a good long shot. From at least the blue line.
Sorry, my roommate's loud for a second. I'm gonna be picking up Zambones.
Zambone. I've heard some good things about this guy. He's been playing a bit more Pub Stars lately. Definitely getting smart. I feel like more of a developmental player for Deadlion. Seeing he might be putting him up front, so as a player with Rad Aids, who's definitely going to be good at helping him out. Taking those passes that might not be perfect and collecting them and putting them in the net. Rad Aids being a player with some good hand skills. All right, so I'm gonna look at Nova. Wow, didn't Nova pick like 2 minutes ago? This is going so fast. Hard to keep up with this stuff.
Yeah, really.
Alright. I can't imagine Vector, man. You're on point with this. Just keep on top of it, but
Oh wait, Deadlatin already picked. Fuck.
yeah, he picked his. Yeah, exactly. I was like, wasn't Nova just in here? Nova's got Trev playing up front, we believe, and Germs behind him, and Cavi in net. So we're gonna look at another forward for Nova. Someone who's left on the board. It's sorry guys, I haven't had a chance to be looking over these names as much as I should have, but these guys are going too fast for me.
Kanye West maybe? Sully?
Sully might be a great one. I think Sully might
Billiam
be
is up there.
Billiam. The only
I'm
problem
not
with
sure how
Billiam is we
interested
don't.
he is in playing.
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
playing.
Because he's very good skater for RSL, but he has to actually show up, and he's usually one of those guys who likes to sign up and kind of fizzles out. But when he does show up, he'll be a great contributor. We also have Joshua up there. Daniel Lagu. I haven't seen him lately all that much, but he's definitely a good scorer. Barnold.
Okay, I'm going with a little riskier.
Ooh,
Sully.
very nice.
Oh, the riskiest.
No, Kritz is the riskiest.
That's about as risky as trying to high stick Zdeno Chara, which I think Alex Killorn just did in the Boston Tampa game. That's crazy. How do you high stick Chara? That's really bad. All right. Anyways, Sully's a great pick. I think Sully definitely. One thing about being a forward, which is what we assume he's going to be playing for Nova, is that you need confidence, and Sully's going to have to work on that. Being kind of more so being confident in what you are about to do, not so much in like the next save, like what you usually when you're playing goalie, where it's like, hey, I'm just gonna get the next one. But when forwards have confidence, they do some crazy stuff, and it's like, I'm putting this puck in the net right now. You don't have to look for the next one. You have the moment kind of confidence, and so he'll definitely need to find a way to get going, because he does have some good shooting ability.
I'm gonna take Super Hot Glue.
Super hot glue.
I was
Blast
just
from the
about to
past.
say something about him. Is he
Yo,
still
Owl,
good?
quick question.
What?
Is something wrong with Barnold that nobody wants him?
Well, I think everybody has PTSD from the time that he like abandoned the BOC.
Oh, I mean that's all right. Well, okay, I guess that makes sense.
All right, bye bye.
Thanks, man. I mean that's definitely something that can affect people. Although I think his ability on ice kind of overshadows that at this point in the draft, especially for a team of Owl who is using Monty up front along with Bear, where Monty might be more suitable for defense, and Super Haku is also more suitable for defense. So um, had to have Bear carry the load up front might be tough. Looking at Renegade's team, who's picking next in this 4th round, technically the 5th. Right now he's got Goose, who might be playing goalie, it seems like at this point. Renegade playing up front with Doc and Slugger. Or no, sorry. Renegade playing up front with Slugger. Doc playing back, so a defenseman here is what Renegade might be looking for. Could be looking at Dylan Larkin. Could be looking at their good buddies. Who else we got available? Sean P. Sean P is definitely a starting goalie at in this RSL. Having coached him last season, I definitely can say that for certain. He's definitely got some good ability. I wasn't as dedicated to getting him on PubStars and getting him practicing as much, but if someone else is able to, they'll get a really good defenseman out of him, someone who will help lead that team.
I'm gonna take Mini.
Mini, all right, pick right there. I say that because looking at PubStars data, Mini's actually done really well as of late. He has a really high win percentage, which a lot of cases says about a person where they just do things that help the team win. They're not trying to turn over the puck that much. They do the safe plays. That's something you want from a defenseman, someone who's just going to take care of the puck for you and sometimes get some points out of it, but that's not what they're concerned about. So it's a great pickup because he already has Doc. Doc's definitely someone who can skate up and play more offensively from the back end.
A great pick from Renegade.
Well, I have heard some rumors of Renegade maybe playing on Mini's account, but
What?
I don't know how true that is. But
Well, I mean, at this point, we're gonna see because Renegade's playing for
Yeah.
PubStars. Oh well,
I mean, I don't think he's doing it all the time, but
that maybe explain a little bit more. But I mean, Renegade's win percentage is not all that high himself, but maybe that kind of plays in hand with that. Anyways, Mini's not terrible, and if that was to be true, that doesn't really take too much away from him. He is a solid player, some scoring ability, definitely team oriented. At this point, I'd say Sean P. probably the next best defenseman coming out of the draft. He'd definitely be a steal at this point for anyone who picks him up. Just some bias right there. I'm looking at Renegade. Renegade might be taking Vector, I think, this next round, if he's not taken before.
Who I would like to be on that team. That team looks good.
We are going with Ultimate Brother Kemi's Dylan Larkin.
Why did you do this? I think Doug hates me. He put Eric and Larkin on the same team as me. I hope he knows I'm not going to show up now. I'm not going to say nothing about my brother. My brother. But he's all right. Knows he's kind of like me where he knows more about the game than he can actually do. Where like he knows what he's supposed to do, but it's just like the hand eye, I don't know what it is. Hand eye is not there. The reaction time, it's just he can make the safe play with the right amount of time.
can be the ping too, though. Like,
Ping
bit
is
higher
an
over there.
issue because as recently I've been playing a lot better, I think, because I got a wired connection and he still has wireless. So that definitely plays in part of it where you don't have that confidence, which we talked about for skaters, confidence in the moment, like immediate confidence to make like a certain play. If you don't have that, like because your ping's not good, you're gonna make a lot more mistakes. All right. At this point, Barnold needs to go this round. I kind of get the sentiment, but I think at this point it's too far gone.
I'm picking Daniel Legoo.
Dan Legoo, that's another person who I said should bring on this round. Very good pickup. The guy's very quiet. He's definitely can score quality goals. Puck handling is not always the best, but shooting is very good. He's very good at finishing. So something in this RSL we're gonna be looking at is breakaways. There are gonna be a lot of breakaways happening. if he has the puck on his stick, he'll be able to put it back in the net more times than not. All right. Barnold, I think Josh should go this round. I think Vector goes this round, and I also think Sean P should go this round. If not any of those, Kanye West, I think, goes this round as well. We have how many left? We're just picking until everyone's picked?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I really think Merrim. Nah, maybe. Merrim's just been really good defensively. I don't know whether or not I would put him above some of these other players, though.
I think Merrim and Sean are two guys who they put more time into the game outside of the league hours. Definitely will be a lot really good this season.
First of all, I just want to mention how we are in round 6 and it's been less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for that. I've been trying. I don't have
And,
anything to do during intermission because of you guys now.
And let's go with the good old Irishman himself, Crisp. North Irish.
Chris,
Should have. North
North
Irish.
Irish. Yes, don't get.
Yeah, I
those
had to get that correct.
confused. Yes,
Poor Crisp.
poor Chris.
Not because of his
Definitely-
team, but
Yeah, but definitely staying up late
yeah.
to attend those games, especially if you don't know if you're playing. If the GM says, "Hey, it might need you."
Also, you might want to change Crisp's name to a capital C.
No.
Yes.
Crisp. Nice and crispy. Crisp's a fun guy. Fun guy to talk to. I haven't seen him play all that much. I know he plays goalie sometimes in Pub Stars.
Kanye West, please.
Kanye West, it is.
Gotta
Kanye
get that
West
dragon
gone.
energy.
Very good. Kanye West probably playing forward for Mr. Owl. Trying to look at these guys' top starting 5. All right. Owl has his lineup ready. He has himself probably playing defense, Bear Monty up front, Timothy playing goal, Super Hockley or Kanye. I think Kanye or Super. I think Super. If Super doesn't show up, Kanye's in anyways.
Definitely.
Kanye was definitely a solid player. Been around for a bit. It's weird seeing a lot of these guys where I mean I started playing this game maybe what was it, season 16 or 17? Oh my god. I started playing 10 seasons ago. So so it's weird to see a lot of these guys, come up and see they came new in season 12 or something, and then now they're old timers in this league.
Wait, you started RSL season 7?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I've started 2 seasons before you.
Yeah.
I'm so bad for how long I've been playing.
Hey, we got drafted on the same team. Yeah, fucking. Well, he's happy about it.
Take Josh, bro.
Josh Bra, solid pick.
RSL
Alright.
season 7 was an interesting season.
Was an interesting season. All right. Well, only like one of the players I said was drafted in this round, Josh, that I thought should have gone. So to all you GMs in this round, you're getting steals right now. Arnold, steal. Sean P, steal. Merrim, steal. Calling it right now. As long as you guys take care of them. Well, not so much Barnold because he's already really good. That whole thing doesn't make sense to me at this point. I kind of get the BOC thing, but the thing is, a lot of you guys have not been BOC, so you don't know how that goes. And it's definitely, you'd rather not have someone like walk away like that, but it's a fucking hard job. It's not something that everyone's suited for, or it has the time to do. So be thankful for the people who try to do it, and be really thankful for people doing it right now.
For
I'm
sure.
gonna be taking Vector.
Vector,
Oh.
what's up, my dude?
Okay.
Someone who's getting Vector, a fucking steal. Look at that. Solid backup goalie. Someone who, when he shows up, he might be a starting goalie. I mean, so okay, yeah, for real though. Look at the team. Vector's a starting goalie. If he's not there, you can make it work. But if he's there, I'm pretty sure he's starting. solid pickup for 7th round, which is crazy. It also depends on your attendance, which I don't know if it goes past like if you can only make like 3 games this whole season. So
Well, I'm streaming every game. It's just I want to focus on streaming.
oh well, yeah, that's an even better steal right there for Doug. So, great pickup there. Looking for teams that need more defense. Miriam and Sean P still on the board. As my point before that pick, at this point, Barnold is too talented. If his attendance is there, if he's gonna make the games, he's too talented to still be on the board, regardless of something like that. That kind of thing is nothing. I mean, for Jeetler to get picked before him, and for that argument to be there, there might be something else there as well.
Hey, you know, I had something really insightful about the Barnold thing to say, and then I got stunned by my pick. Now I can't remember. Forget it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, at this point, I mean, there's not too many names on the board, so
Oh, the clock's frozen.
we haven't needed the clock.
For real.
I forgot there was the clock. At this point, it's been a minute, I think, at least since the pick, which is probably the longest it's been all draft.
Yeah, I've been having trouble keeping up, changing the logos and keeping it in order, but
No trades either, which is less fun, but easier for the guy and working the board.
There was actually going to be a trade until we added a 5th GM.
Oh,
There's a trade lined up.
Yeah, sorry guys, took too long. That was between 2 players, but I ended up deciding to go with Marum.
Mare.
man, Ram.
Man Ram. Definitely someone I was trading for last season, potentially trading for. Crab said he's pretty solid in terms of defending. I think he's a European as well, playing from across the water. He's gonna have the same task ahead of him like Andrew Gaze did, where he's gonna have to focus on his positioning, which is gonna be very important for someone with a higher ping. Definitely is potential if he's able to practice a little bit. All right. Looking next, Nova Star. I'm thinking. I guess Cripps is his backup goalie. Cavi's not there, so he needs more depth. I mean, Sean P. I think is a great next pick. Barnold is a great next pick as well. Barnold may get picked in this round and be a starter.
Ooh,
Let's go
Crisp
with,
is only signed up as a skater.
Let's go with another English player who is living in England named Mooman.
Ooh man, very nice, very nice. All right. Well, definitely interesting how this is turning out. I think we're gonna get like maybe one more round after this before everyone's off the board.
I added extra picks because I'm pretty sure I'm either or picks. I want to get everyone drafted, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Think
Nova's banking on Cavi making every game because Crisp isn't signed up as a goalie.
Oh, he's not. It's interesting. It's interesting. Supawoo is available as a backup goalie. Kind of
We allow players to play goalie if they never like played any goalie before and they're like not someone like you.
Yeah, that you normally expect. That makes sense. It's definitely not a hard rule that you need to enforce unless there's some kind of the whole thing is the nature of what the rule wants to happen is to stop people from subverting position or lowering draft stock, which at this point I don't think anyone's doing intentionally. Bear, Monty, Timothy, Super, Kanye. This team, I think they need to pick Barnold for sure. I think if they don't pick Barnold right here, despite whatever issues, Barnold is probably a top scorer in this league, in this RSL this season.
Or
if he makes the games. Or what?
or they could draft crits.
Crits. Yeah.
I'm gonna take the #1 JSL tourney goaltender, Squire.
There it is.
Squire.
Ah,
Didn't see that one coming.
I see, unless Barnold falls another round, I see Owl needing to make a trade. Unless Bear is having an amazing breakout season, I see this team lacking a little bit.
And take Splurgeon.
Splurgeron. Splurgeron. I feel like that might be Kite Skies or something. That's a Minnesota, but he's not a mini fan, I don't think. Can't say I know too much about him. About Bergeron or Squire, if you guys know anything about him.
He's a decent goaltender, backup goaltender for sure. I played against him in the JSO tourney.
Hey, I'm gonna take Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Mufasa, great locker
Mufasa's
room presence.
Great locker room presence for sure. Would have liked to see Sean P taken. Disappointed he's not taken right now.
Sean P, the final JSL Cup winning, game-winning goal scorer.
I'm taking Sean P.
His
There you
legend
go.
lives on.
Thank God. You're getting a fucking steal.
I know. He's going to steal that cup winning goal from me.
Have fun with tendies.
Hey, I'm trusting myself.
Alright.
With he has every right to, that's for sure.
3.
Monty saying
4.
he got overvalued. He's the 9th pick in the draft.
I won't fight him on that. And it's not to be rude to Monty, but it's definitely, I think having Monty on your team is a fun thing to do. It's honestly one of the most fun things ever.
Don't get a lot of choices. Bernold.
There you go. Fucking steal. Jeez.
The XBOC team.
The XBOC team right there. No, but Monty's one of those guys whose value isn't only in his. A lot of his value comes from just him. Like Monty's a great guy to have
Yeah,
around.
Monty's great.
Really, really great guy to have on the team. But he definitely, if he gets back in form, he'll be a quality player for Owl. Barnold, I mean, it's last time Barnold is a good scorer, like in Pub Stars. Unless I'm wrong here, I'm missing something. Just got picked in the 8th round. Technically, the 8th round, the 7th round.
You know, I honestly haven't seen him all that much playing recently.
But that doesn't really go away all that much, and it takes the league has to get a bit further out, like evolve a tiny bit before that kind of goes away. So if he plays, that's the thing. Like unless there's something that we don't know or I don't know about his attendance where he's not going to be playing, then that's a pretty good steal for Nova, and he might be taking a top 10 spot in the stats street this season.
I'll take Billiam.
Billiam for Owl. Definitely someone who can bring up the offense on this roster if he does show up, and hopefully he does. He's a really good player. Definitely adds some entertainment to the league, even if it's not warranted or really wanted all that much. But definitely gets the activity going in terms of the league. Quality scoring. Kind of walks that tightrope. Brad Marchand type of playing. If that's what you want to. He's kind of like a Brad Marchand. Just like you hate having him, and he's kind of too good for how he acts and how he. No one really likes him all that much. But a great guy. That's the kind of guy he is. Kritz is still on the board. Benson, our favorite Swedish, now back in England player. Who else is on the board? Supa. Someone's gonna get a really good deal with Supa. Not. I'd say definitely. Who's Balucha?
Lucha's a newer player.
What's up, Renee?
I take Super Wolf.
Super move quality. All right. Hopefully, when he shows up, it's he does well for you. Definitely a great pick for Renegade. Similar to Vector, although I trust Vector more than Supa. But if Goose is not playing goalie, I'd say Supa's probably in that. I don't see. Spurgeon's gonna be really good. So if it might a third backup, there needs some trading potential, trading fodder for Renegade. Can throw in a backup goalie in there. Belucha, anyone know anything about him?
I've seen him in pubs a lot lately, actually. He's a newer player. Still learning, but he's got a decent upside.
He's been playing for a month, is what I'm told from my inside source, which is Dylan Larkin. So definitely still learning the game, the physics. So maybe someone who can make a big splash this season. Kurtz is on the board. Johnson's on the board. Elite Sniper, Kurtz Gaming, YT. That's it. Those two.
Or Belucha as well.
Belucha, yeah.
It's 3.
So Doug for sure is getting one. Is it? Did you check with the GMs, Austin, about an extra player and stuff like you did last season?
I just went ahead and just gave it to him like normal right here in his cutoff Renegade, and he'll obviously get the first free agent pickup.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Ooh, we will be taking Belucha.
Nice. All right, I'm happy to hear that. Good
An
taking
actual
the.
newer player, I believe, who
Right.
actually I've seen him playing a bit.
It's fun. It's fun to have new players. We can need a bit, especially someone who comes in on their own. So I can definitely have a lot of attention focused on them if need be with some people helping them out. Definitely a lot easier to help one person than help a whole group. But definitely a struggle hanging out and such. What's up, Latin?
Can I announce the next 2 picks? Because they're the last 2.
You can announce your
Do you
pick.
have all the picks ready? Like, do you have?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's only 2 people left.
Yeah, so
Right.
what's your pick?
So I'm going to be picking Johnson.
You never said okay.
Have fun, Austin, with crits.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. Indeed.
So that leaves the St. John Ice Caps.
So do the GMs have the option of skipping, or do they have to draft?
They don't have that option. I mean, if he really wants to, like, I don't know. It's not like you're required to play everyone you get.
That's true. RSL rules. All right, very good.
All
So-
right.
Let's do. We went through that in about 45 minutes.
Okay.
I'm
No.
offended the stream.
Through a lot of consideration,
Okay.
I have chose to pick Dial,
No.
also known as
Very
Kurtz.
good.
No.
I had a feeling. See, I had a feeling that they were A-listing. It just made sense. And who else would want to start a brand new league?
Also known as Alter, also known as whoever else I could think of.
All right, awesome.
Is that a record stream right there? 43
That
minutes?
might be a record
might
stream
be.
right there. Thanks a lot for the preparation, H, which I don't think you guys were because you let some people drop, but there might be outside reasons that I don't know about. So I'll let the season play out for any accusations. All right, so 44 minutes.
Fastest
elapsed
draft
time.
ever.
How do you feel about? Do you want to take a bit of time, or do I get out of here, Vector?
We got time. I think
Yeah,
this
I think
can
my
be
team's
a.
gonna scrim right now.
This
I
is
can
now a
grab for a
Lindsay
second.
Muskie stream.
Yep. Oh, that's right. So what's up, buddy? All right, welcome to the Lindsay Muskie podcast, featuring Vector, Dabs, and Austin. All right, a quick run over of the teams, all right, because we might be headed into a scrim in a second. Doug, look at that top 5. Yeah, he's not playing, but PB's playing up front. Oh, excuse me. He's got Payne Gretzky, BZ, Habert, Eric VM, Dylan Larkin, Vector, Mufasa, Belucha. So it's pretty solid. Definitely looks good on paper for the most part. We're gonna see how it all works out in the actual games. Arkansas with Deadline is the GM playing goalie. Has Red Aids up front with Jeetler once he comes back from suspension. Andrew Gaze playing defense. Or Andrew Gaze could actually play offense until Jeter comes back, and then have Zambones and Lagu play back. But definitely a bit of a hole for that until Jeter comes back. You're going to have to see someone step up way big for him in those 4 games. Maram and Sean P, definitely good plugins. I think Sean will definitely get a starting position, or Maram, until Jeter comes back. Novastar St. John, Ice Caps, trying to make another finals appearance. Trev, solid player up front with Sully, and then Novastar's defense with Germs. And Nova can even jump out forward, throw Sully behind him if he needs to be. Cavi, one of the only dedicated goalies in the season, in the RSL this season. So hopefully he has a great performance, gets that top 3, gets some award nominations. Probably the focus of that, because that's a solid defensive team. Honestly, I think the Muskies and the Ice Caps probably have the best defensive team in this draft. Come out with the best defensive, or most experienced defenses, I should say.
Honorable mention to Chicago.
To who?
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago, the Wolves.
Wait, are we talking about the rosters?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm so lost right now.
Never mind. Carry on.
Definitely going to be, I think one of the better teams at the start of the season, because they'll be going off a lot of experience. Little Owl, this might be only say this for the one reason that the roster does seem a little bit of, there's more hope than actual, like, it doesn't look as good on paper as the other teams do. But as the season goes on, people stepping up, this could be like a Vegas thing where a lot of these guys, have really good seasons, and then just the whole team's really good. Owls maybe playing back with Monty or Super Hot Glue. Bear's going to have a really tall task ahead of him playing forward. Timothy's going to have to be sitting into that. He's not like a huge fan of goalie, but he'll play it. He'll have to settle into that as a full-time role. He's definitely, I think, out of all the goalies this season, he has the highest ceiling, and I think he'll probably get some LHL backup time as well. So if he has a good season, he'll definitely steal a lot of games for them if they can play a solid defensive game, and a lot of like 2-1 games, or 3-2 games for that team. Renegade, I think Renegade's team, Chicago Wolves, has a solid chance of being one of the better rosters as well. Renegade playing forward can get lots of goals. Slugger as well, playing goalie potentially, which is huge for that team. Doc's a solid defenseman, and then they have a bit of a hole past that, but if Spurgeon can step up, or Mini, that definitely would help him out. All right, so I'm getting called in for a scrim. Ranking the teams real quick, I'd say gotta put the Muskies number 1 because it's solid draft by Doug. I'd put Nova Star number 2 with the Ice Caps, then Chicago with 3, and I'd put Deadline 4 and Owl 5 with those teams respectively. Thanks so much for having me on, Vector. Thanks again for drafting. Thank you, Austin, and the rest of the BOC for doing a great job last season. Hope you guys have a great season this season, and thanks for setting everything up. Appreciate y'all. All right, peace out.